Alright, we're back with another Avatar tier list, Season 2.
Yes.
Indeed. Alright, let's just start it off. No fooling around here. We've got Episode 1.
This is where Aang faces that one guy.
Yeah, that dude, the Earth General, or whatever. He's not wrong. The Earth General, he wasn't wrong. He's just a dick.
Yeah.
The episode's okay, though.
Yeah.
It's nothing special. It's a good way to start the season, I guess.
Yeah.
What do you think? I'll let you decide where to put this. Alright, you got 5 seconds.
Nothing really happens, so probably D.
D? Oh, okay. Alright, D for the first episode. What was that? Avatar State. Yeah, episode 1, Avatar State.
Yeah.
Let's see how many of these names I can't remember.
Yeah.
Alright, episode 2, wherever the hell it is. Cave of Two Lovers.
Yeah. Is the secret tunnel one? Yeah.
Yes. The
Yeah.
fucking hippies singing all the time.
This is one of the ones where it's not really plot.
No, it's just them. Where are they even trying to? Oh, they're trying to get back to not Bossing Say. Yeah,
Back to Boomy.
Yeah, back to Omashu. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing happens in it though. You just get hippies singing all the time, and Aang and Katara maybe possibly kiss. It's not clear.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think it's worse than the first episode. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
We're off to a slow start so far. We're like Reggie Gigas.
Yeah.
It'll pick up though. Episode 3 is not really picking up, but it's Return to Omashu. I mean, it introduces Azula and her gaggle of idiots.
And Ty Lee.
Yeah, they're pretty annoying. I mean, like, for the gang, they're okay characters.
They're okay characters, but they get in the characters' way a lot.
Yeah, they're annoying for the characters.
Yeah. This is better than the first two.
Yeah, it actually, like, ramps up the plot, you know, because Boomy's like, Aang, you gotta go get a master to teach you earthbending or whatever.
Yeah. And it also, introduces Mai Tai Lee.
Yeah, we get new characters. We get to see, like, how strong they are, which, I mean, they're decently powerful, I guess, but they don't light a fucking candle to Azula.
Yeah.
Does Azula do anything in this episode? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure she's just there, right?
Yeah.
It's not like she, like, does a whole hell of a lot.
I think you're right.
She's more in, like, these two episodes where she first shows up and Zuko and Iroh have to, like, fend her off. And then, like, the first thing that Iroh does is, like, kick her into the water.
Yeah.
Which was pretty funny.
I think she was the one who actually got them together.
Yeah. Alright, well, this is better than the other two, but still not a whole hell of a lot happening in the ways of plot.
Yeah.
But it's better than the first two. We're picking up. Alright, episode 4.
Yeah.
What is episode 4? The Swamp.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Got this guy. What's his name?
Swamp dude.
Swamp guy. It's okay, I guess. Not really anything special. It feels... I'm very aware that I'm watching a filler episode, to be honest with you. But it does show, like, Toph in one scene, and that's kind of nifty, I guess. Yeah. Except this is 2 episodes before Toph makes an appearance, so... Not really much of a setup there. I don't know, what do you think? I'll let you decide on this one. It is called The Swamp, right? That's what this episode's called?
I think so, yeah.
Alright, Swamp Ass. We'll just call this guy Swamp Ass. What's this? Where are we putting this? I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Where's it putting it? Where are we putting it?
C.
See? Now, is it above or below this one?
Below it.
Below it? Alright.
It does it does show off Toph.
For, like, a very small scene. Like, blink and you miss it kind of thing.
So it's better than the D tier ones.
Yeah.
That's still filler.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, episode 5. What is that again? Oh, how could I forget?
Yeah.
Talk about filler, but I actually kind of like this episode a lot. It's goofy. It gives you this meme. And also you get to see Kyoshi in it, which is pretty cool. And Kyoshi, like...
Okay.
Well, she doesn't really... I was going to say she beats the shit out of that one guy, but that guy just kind of beats himself.
Yeah.
Also, Kyoshi was like 300 years old when she died. And
Yeah.
she was like 8 foot. She was a fucking monster. Anyways, Sokka does this, so it's automatic
Yeah.
B or higher.
I'll let you put in whatever.
It's gonna be B.
Fair enough.
It does. I mean, I can't put it any higher, but it is a funny episode.
Yeah.
Episode 6, probably the most important episode in this season. We introduced Toph, probably the best Earthbender in the series.
Yeah. So I'm guessing A.
Yeah,
you
it's
think?
probably got to be A or S.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with A. I've got another one that I want to put in S tier that I'm sure everybody can see coming from a mile away,
Yeah.
and it is actually this one. It's Zuko Alone.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking Clint Eastwood movie, but with Zuko. It's fun. I love this episode so much. I think everybody kind of does, but
yeah.
it's a fucking great episode.
It builds more on Zuko and his character.
Yes.
It also shows him, you know, apart from his uncle.
Yeah. Which kind of sucks because Iroh's easily one of the best characters in the series.
100%.
Of course, so is Zuko, so that's why it's a good episode.
So S tier.
Gonna slap that fucker right in S tier. I don't think nothing's beating that.
There it is.
8. What is 8? Shit, I don't know. Oh, here it is. Maybe. It's the one where I can't really remember exactly what happens. I can't even remember what this episode's called, to be honest with you. I just remember the climax here where Azula fights these four at the same time and just kind of fucks off.
I'm pretty sure Azula was chasing them through the whole episode. And
Yeah, it's
so-
something like that. Yeah, because Zuko and Aang start, like, fighting, kind of. It's like a 3-way showdown or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of has a pretty cool climax, but aside from that, I can't really remember much about it.
Yeah.
I do know that Iroh gets hurt, and Zuko, like, tells the team to fuck off
Yeah, basically.
after they fuck off Azula. I don't know why I can't remember much about this episode, though. I can't even remember what the fuck it's called. Alright, where are we putting this? How about just B?
Yeah, that's fair.
Goes above Swamp Ass.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? It's got to be a little bit more important than Avatar Day.
Yeah.
Alright, episode 9. This is one where Aang starts training to become an Earthbender, his weakest element.
The plot.
And he kind of sucks at it at first. And then Sokka's doing whatever he's doing with this little moose thingy.
He's trying to kill it and he fails spectacularly.
I probably could have chose a better picture because this is almost like, this is like 10% of what this episode's about. It's mostly Aang learning Earthbending and Toph yelling at him.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good episode though. It's kind of important because, you know,
Kind
Aang learns one of the 4 major elements.
Yeah, kind of important.
Just a little bit, you know. It's just a little bit more important than Avatar Day. So I guess it's A, right? It's pretty important.
B or A?
B or A? Yeah, we'll go with... Can't be too generous here, but it's definitely better than Avatar Day. It's more important than it.
I'd say it's...
Wait! This episode... Is this episode called The Chase? Is that what this episode is?
I think so.
Is it the one where... Yeah, it's the one where... You were right. It's the one where Azula's chasing the gang. Yeah, because Toph runs into Iroh and they talk. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, I remember the episode now. I don't know why I couldn't
Yeah.
remember it before. I was thinking that I was missing a fucking episode and it was The Chase, and it's right fucking there.
Yeah.
Alright, what are we on? Episode 10? I think?
The library, right?
Oh, yeah. Fuck. Alright, library. Big Owl Man. Does the owl guy die? The owl guy technically dies, doesn't he? The library gets buried, and that owl guy doesn't leave the library. I think they kill this owl guy. This episode's insanely important, though, because... Well, for multiple reasons. Because this is the episode where they find out about the eclipse. And it's the
this doesn't
episode,
comment.
yes, and it's the episode where Appa gets taken. But mostly, they basically come up with 2 major time constraints in this episode.
Yeah, so
So yeah, kind of slightly important,
only slightly.
just a little bit more important than Sokka doing whatever he does in Avatar Day. Just a
Yeah.
little bit more important. All right, what is this? Episode 11?
Serpent's Path?
No, not yet. We gotta go.
not yet.
We gotta go through the desert. This is the one with Aang being
Cactus juice.
pissed off, Sokka drinking cactus juice, and nobody's having a good time
Except Sokka
except Sokka
and Momo.
and Momo, because they both drank cactus juice. Actually, I think Momo was just acting because Momo's a dick,
Yeah.
but Sokka was definitely drunk on cactus juice. I don't think we can put it any higher than B. I do like some of the emotion in this episode, but it's mostly Sokka doing funny stuff
Yeah.
when we're supposed to be taking it seriously because Aang is pissed.
Yeah, I won't deny that.
Alright.
B?
Episode 12, Serpent's Pass.
Yeah.
This episode's okay, I guess. Suki shows up again. They fight this big dragon,
Yeah.
and they get some pregnant lady and her husband across Serpent's Pass. And you know what's cool is in Zuko alone, he's about to attack the pregnant lady and her husband, and then he chooses not to. It's just a little funny little Easter egg. Yeah, remember when he's hungry
Oh, yeah.
and he sees them cooking, and he's about to attack, but then he notices that she's pregnant and he puts his sword away.
I actually didn't know it was the same people.
Yeah, isn't that fucking cool? That's some good attention to detail.
Yeah?
This episode's okay, though. Where do you think I should put this episode?
Probably lower B.
Lower B? How low are we going here? Surely it's better than this. I don't know what... This is like pulling up the ass of B. I think it's better than that episode, too.
I think
We'll
that's
just-
fair.
We'll just go with that.
Yeah, that's fair.
What are we on? Episode 13? The Drill. That's a good episode.
Yeah. I don't know
So
what you
basically, the wall of Ba Sing Se is about to be penetrated by this big old drill.
Absolutely.
Absolutely demolished, and
Look at that thing.
it's about to get fucked real hard. Let's just put it that way. And then Azula fights Aang a little bit. She kind of gets her ass handed to her, which is kind of a shame. But and the other Ty Lee does kind of flirts with Sokka a little bit, which is
Yeah.
kind of funny. All in all, nothing really relevant to the plot happens aside from this big fucking dick drill showing up,
Yeah.
and that gets brought up later, so it is kind of important, I guess. But it's a big fucking drill. Like, how do you hide that?
Huh.
How did they manage to not hear a big fucking drill? Nobody heard this. A big fucking drill with the Fire Emblem logo on it. And I guess nobody heard it. The Dai Li are pretty good at covering shit up.
Yeah.
All right, very important episode. I'm putting it in A. I don't care what anybody says. It's going in A. All right, next 14.
Speaking of Daily, I think aren't they in the next episode,
Are they?
or am I just mistaken? Because isn't it where the one?
Oh
that's
yes. Good call. It's this crazy. What is her name? Jill.
Judy.
Yeah, Judy. Judy. Okay, we finally figured that out.
Judy.
It's this crazy lady, but she's not actually crazy. She's just brainwashed.
Yeah.
And then they like replace. It's kind of fucking creepy. They replace her at the end of the episode, and they're like, "What happened to Judy?" And then the lady's like, "I am Judy, but it's not Judy."
Yeah.
This episode is in B. That's what I'm gonna say.
That's fair.
Right there.
That's fair.
All right. Next is. Oh boy. All right. So I'm split on this episode. Like 100% split. I don't like this episode. I think it's kind of boring, except for Zuko and Iroh's story.
Yeah.
The other ones are just kind of meh.
Yeah.
Toph and Katara's are okay, but Aang's is kind of boring. Sokka's is... I mean, it's funny, but eh.
Yeah, it's kind of just...
It's hard to beat Iroh's, though.
Exactly.
My God. All right, you know what? I'm putting it in A just because Iroh's alone. If Iroh's and Zuko's weren't in it, it'd be in like C or D.
Yeah.
But Iroh makes that fucking episode, and Zuko's is pretty good too.
Yeah.
All right, next. What is it? 14, 13? We just do 13. I'm lost. I get myself lost sometimes.
Wasn't the Earth King next? No, it was the Appa.
Appa's Lost Days. It's 15, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yes, 16. We'll get it eventually. Fuck me. Alright, I don't remember this episode too well, actually. I think it's just Appa running around.
It was Appa...
Running around having a rough time.
It was his story after he got...
Yeah, after he got captured. It shows him, shows what happened to him.
The circus dude.
Yeah.
Then Suki...
Yeah, Suki finds him.
And then they have a fight with Azula and the other two, Mai Tai Li.
I'll tell you what, I'm glad you remember this episode, because I really don't remember it too well. I'll let you pick where it goes, since I can't really remember it very well.
High B?
High B? How high are we going here? Don't tell me I gotta move all this shit down. Tell me when to stop. Are we going all the way with this? Alright, I guess it's in the high B's.
It is a driving force for Aang. Because once Aang figures it out, then that's their goal.
I'll have to rewatch this whole series, I guess.
Yeah.
For some reason, I can't remember a whole hell of a lot, even though I've watched it 12.5 times. It's just been a while.
Yeah.
I can remember what all these episodes are named, kind of, but certain episodes I just can't, I'm drawing a blank. Alright, we're on episode 17.
Yeah.
Alright, there's your meme for you. I like this episode. Zuko actually frees Appa. I mean, it was because Iroh's basically like, don't you do that, you dipshit. And then he doesn't do it, and he frees Appa.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the whole plot of that episode. Zuko does something good.
So what do you think?
I like it. I'm thinking A, at least.
I think A is fair.
Yeah, we'll just put it right there. Alright, next.
Also, it does introduce the Dai Li. Right?
I thought the Dai Li was already in it.
Sure.
I thought they were in... No, wait, no.
It's the main...
Yeah, you're right, Yeah,
Yeah.
Fang Dong or whatever.
Yeah.
Fang...
Also, Jet dies.
Oh, does he die in that episode?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Long Fang.
No, I'm thinking Fang Dong. That's the guy, right? Yeah, you're right. It's Long Fang. We all know who Long Fang is. That prick.
Yeah.
All right, we'll put it right there. That guy who doesn't really amount to anything at the end of the second season.
Yeah.
And people say that Admiral Zhao was a mediocre villain.
Yeah.
Shit. At least he lasted the full season. And he put up a fight. Alright, episode 18. The Earth King. This is the one where they have to show this clueless bastard proof that the Dai Li is, in bed with the Fire Nation.
Yeah.
And they show him the big old dick drill. What else happens in this episode? Anything of relevance? I mean, they already have Appa back. They got Appa back in the last episode. It's not like that happens in this episode.
Zuko goes to,
Oh, is this the one where he, starts to go through that metamorphosis and he has that dream where he looks like Aang?
Yeah.
Okay. That alone makes this B tier at least.
Yeah. But we're in B tier.
How about right there?
That's fair.
Mainly because I can't remember a whole hell of a lot about this episode again. I just remember them showing him the big old dick drill.
Yeah.
Alright, we're on the... Okay, now I remember back in the day, this was like a 2-part episode. So, for some reason I thought it was just a really big hour-long episode, but it was actually 2 episodes that Nickelodeon put together when they first premiered this.
Okay.
So I was thinking it was something super special. And I remember watching the shit out of this, and it was great. The Guru, great episode.
Yeah.
I'm putting it in A, high A. I don't know how high, but I'm using my overruling powers to force it into A.
Okay.
I still don't think it's as important as the Blind Bandit, though, because, kind of introduces a main character in that episode.
Yeah. So just under.
I'm gonna have to put it right here because the next episode is even better than it. It's the one. It's the Crossroads of Destiny. It's the one where Zuko betrays everyone. He's a traitor.
Yeah.
He betrayed his own uncle. After all this time, he betrayed his uncle, and he feels bad about it. And it's like when this happened. Like I remember when this shit happened. Like I'm watching the Guru episode, and Aang doesn't. He like fails to fulfill his training or whatever. Then we go into this episode, and everybody's starting to get the shit beat out of him. And then Zuko's like about to turn good. I'm like, holy shit, Zuko's gonna turn good, and he doesn't do it. I'm like, no. And then Aang dies, and I'm sitting there like, did Aang just fucking die at the end of this season? I'm like, did this really fucking happen? Is this how we're ending this season? It's like the fucking Empire Strikes Back of fucking Avatar.
Yeah.
And that's where the season ended. And it's just like, okay, I guess I'll wait until like half a year before the fucking final season to figure out what the fuck happens.
Yeah.
Nowadays you can just watch Blu-ray and it's like, okay, you can just binge this shit.
Yeah.
But the struggles of being a kid in the fucking early 2000s, early to mid 2000s, it was great. It was a greater time. Here's our fucking tier list. If you don't like it, you can fuck off. Any last words you want to say? You agree? Do you want to change anything here?
No, I got no problems really with this.
No problems? Alright, we got episode 1, 2, 3. Did we really do this? 4. Okay, we really did do this. 5. And then we just kind of skipped to... What is it? 6 is all the way up here now. Then back to like 7. No, wait. No, 7's right here.
Yeah, obviously.
Then 8. You know where they are. So, there you go. I mean, obviously the Zuko alone is one of the best episodes in the entire series, I think. You know, anyone who disagrees with that, I disagree with you. So, fuck you.
Same.
Yeah, there you go.
Does this have more plot-relevant episodes?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, season 2 is real good.
Yeah.
Season 2 is real fucking good. Like, that's why we didn't put any down here, and there's only 2 in this. And honestly, I could probably bump this episode up to C if I really wanted to.
Yeah.
But we're just gonna leave it in D because I feel like this episode's okay.
Also,
it's much better than like the first 2 episodes of season 1.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Mainly because we get to see the Avatar state, because it's like hot on the heels of what Aang did at the end of the first season.
Yeah, with the big fish.
Yeah, the big old fish boy. I feel like every episode kind of runs smoothly together here, even if it is kind of like a filler episode.
Yeah.
Like they flow together, you know. They go from the cave to Omashu. They're trying to go through the cave to get to Omashu. They're trying to go through the swamp. Actually, they get hit by a tornado in that, and then they land in a swamp.
But that leads to them.
Then that leads them to find out about Toph. Yeah, Aang sees the vision of Toph. When Bumi told him in this episode that he'd had to find a master, and he'd had to listen for the master. And then, what does that lead into episode? Okay, well, 5 is it's debatable on if this has any real impact. I mean, you see Kyoshi, which doesn't really impact the story a whole hell of a lot, but
Kyoshi's cool.
But Sokka does this, so there you go. That makes up for the episode. So there you go.
So plot relevant.
It's totally plot relevant. And episode 6 is obviously one of the most important episodes in the entire series.
Yeah.
And it just goes from there. Also, the boulder in this episode, the boulder, is voiced by Mick Foley. So there's you a little bit of a little bit of a Easter egg for you guys. All right, so there's our tier list. If you don't like it, you can suck my